Let me speak. Let me speak. Okay, welcome back to a brand new video. On a walk today because I'm still recovering from the food poisoning. And normally I go for runs in the morning, but because I'm still recovering, going for a little walk. It's actually helping me clear my head out and everything. But today we're talking about Lamine Yamal because he just got Barca's new official number 10. So congrats to him on that. I mean, I don't know the guy, but big step in his career. And mind you, this kid is only 18. And why is that such a big deal? Well, Lamine Yamal, if you don't know who he is, plays for Barcelona. And he came out of La Masia's academy, which is what I talked about a little bit in my video yesterday about tiki-taka and how tiki-taka is heavily ingrained in the Spanish football playing style because it involves a lot of passing and moving off the ball. I have a whole video about it that I made yesterday. But anyways, he was one of those kids that was developed through that academy. And a lot of other players were, like Messi. Messi came out of La Masia, Gerard Piqué, Andres Iniesta, Xavi. All these great players that have played at Barcelona have come through this academy system where they learn the best of the best. Not even fundamentals, but just really learn as much as they can about football and just play in the Barca way. Even Xavi Simons at RB Leipzig right now, who's doing really well, came out of La Masia's academy. But what makes him all different, and not on Messi's level yet, but what makes it special is this guy just turned 18. And he's already won a Euros. And not just one and sit on the bench. He was heavily involved, had a lot of assists in that tournament. And Spain won the Euros with him actively involved in the lineup. Has already won a lot with Barcelona. And just turned 18, like literally yesterday. Which is crazy because he is so good. And what makes him so good is that he's such a instinct player. When he plays, when he's dribbling, and it makes it hard for defenders to defend him. He actually credits a lot of his playing ability or his dribbling skills to playing against dogs growing up as a kid, because he said dogs are 100 times harder to dribble past than actual humans. I mean, dogs are very agile, but I wonder if other footballers have tried that, and if they're that good, if everybody dribbled against dogs, would they be really good? But he is just amazing. And that's what's so cool about these instinct players, is that when they're instinct driven and they're playing with that instinct, you don't really know what they're going to do next, which is so cool, because he's dribbling, defender thinks, yeah, I think he's going to do this. And then he pulls out a Maradona spin in between two defenders and everybody's just like, wow. Or he'll do a scissor and then he'll cut inside and then he'll split two defenders and everybody's like, wow, it's just magic, pure magic. And for an 18-year-old kid, just now 18-year-old man, to be doing that is just incredible on the world's highest stage. And he deserves getting this number 10 jersey because he's just achieved so much at such a young age. And the fact that he's given this number 10 jersey, man. What a life. What a life. But what I like about Yamal isn't just because of his skills and his brilliance on the ball, and just every time you watch him dribble, it's there's just pure moments of magic. It's his confidence, it's his mentality. If you watch that game that we all know, France versus Spain in the Euros, and Rabiot was basically saying yeah, the kid's good, but we're going to teach him a lesson. You know what happened? This guy gets the ball in the midfield, hits Rabiot with a feint, and then takes a touch outside, and then gives Rabiot a front seat to watch him curl it in the top right corner outside of the box. The type of confidence and self-belief that you need to pull out a move like that is just insane, guys. And that's what makes him so special. Even now, again, another France occasion, is even after winning all the Euros and everything like that. Oh, not even not even that. Even after they beat France in that game in the Euros, this guy has the audacity to go up to the camera and say, "Speak now, speak now." What? Who's teaching him this? Like, generally, who is teaching him this? Because there's no way you just beat a bunch of, like, literally one of the best national teams in the world, who's been in back-to-back World Cup finals, and now you're just telling them to speak now after. What? Like, genuinely, like, the kid's self-image and confidence is just through the roof, but that's what makes him so consistent, and it goes in with his play of just playing off of instinct. Because when you have that self-belief and you just go off what you feel, because I remember when he was describing that goal in the Euros, he was just saying, like, hey, I kind of felt like I just wanted to push the ball out and go for a shot. Even though my body was telling me not to, I just did it. And with a statement like that, that just goes to show how instinct-driven his play is. And yeah, just instinct-driven players are just insanely good. But back to my point, I got a little sidetracked there about him playing against France in the Nations Cup. I'm pretty sure that's what the tournament's called, Nations Cup. And him and Dembele are in the Ballon d'Or, like, discussion. Like, hey, and then he goes and says, like, yeah, you guys want to talk about Ballon d'Or, which I think Dembele wins this year, to be honest. But he's like, if you want to talk about who's going to win Ballon d'Or, that game that we play on, that will determine the winner. He said it publicly. A 17-year-old kid against prime Ousmane Dembele, which we've all seen do amazing things at Rennes, at Dortmund, at Barcelona, and now at Paris Saint-Germain, which is just crazy. And the fact that they won that game, and for him to say that statement after, like before the game, is just crazy stuff. It just goes to show how much self-belief he has. And I think that's what's really carried him as a player, is the fact that he believes so much in himself and he has so much confidence. Because it is really easy, guys, to get good form and be able to be like, okay, well, this form is just carrying me, but now I'm scared that my form's gonna run out. And when it runs out, most of these wonder kids just crash out. But he hasn't, because he's just been that good. Basically, I think Yamal is just an amazing player. And what I like about his game is there's consistency to it as well. Like, he likes to either go for that Travella assist, where he uses his left foot and does like the outswinging type of pass, which is really good. Or he uses his dribbling skills to cut inside and look to go for that finesse shot far post with his left foot, which we see him score in the Euros against France, which traumatized me a little bit, but just goes to show that there's some consistency in his playing style, which makes me really happy to see. Because that's the problem I see with a lot of these wonder kids, is they have this amazing instinctive playing style, or they bring something else, but it just doesn't carry with them to higher levels because they can't do it consistently. But he's been doing it consistently, so it keeps my hopes really high. The only worries is that he's been hanging around like Neymar. Problem, hopefully Neymar's teaching him some good things. But this is just a big step for Barcelona, announcing their newest, biggest wonder kid and giving him the number 10 shirt. We almost saw it happen with Ansu Fati, but again, it was just the form wasn't there consistently. But Lamine, he's got that confidence, he's got the ability, he's got the self-belief, and I truly believe that there's a really amazing player there at Barcelona, and I just can't wait to see him blossom, especially 2026 World Cup. If Spain comes to Toronto, I promise you guys, I will find a way. I will find a way to get us there. Hopefully we can get there. If we could, that would be incredible. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Starting to feel a bit better now, and I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.